just forgot how to do it.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like,
Let's keep doing it.
whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No.
All right, Coach, it is a warm and pretty picturesque late summer afternoon at Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Excuse me.
At their own 26-yard line.
Lit. Ah, man. Let's get it.
A first down throw for Mariota. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
What's coming, and
anytime I see
down.
run, I ain't playing with nobody.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked
so I said playing too much online helped me out a lot, bro. That's why people who sat around doing nothing, waiting, was terrible.
And how he has to have a
worst
real
thing you can
keen
do.
sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After
mentally, I know like what to do.
That
like
clock has been
certain
sped up.
Defenses, everything. Like that's what makes you. That's what makes you better. That's what I said. Playing in Mrs. Division though for so long made me want to play better. Good
this
run,
is Joe
good
Mixon,
run.
fourth
Let's
in
go.
the NFL in rushing last season. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
This team is
will be a
nice,
2-yard
bro. The
loss on
Niners
play.
are nice.
And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working out of the gun, Mariota.
Oh, I knew it was going that way.
And able to find
Good
Green.
pass. I knew it was
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Complete to Bryant. And he'll go down at the 28. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Mariota.
Let's go, D.
He's going to be taken down.
Yeah,
Hits
baby.
their back at the 39-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Missed.
And that one's
Wow.
not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain
Let's
a
go,
scoreless
D.
game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's
swag
a
it
tough
out, swag
spot
it out,
for a
swag it
kicker.
out.
First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Oh, they violated.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman.
Oh, that boy
He'll take
can't
it down
tackle.
shy of the 45 at the 46.
They violated.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need? Lock, lock, lock. You gonna see me and your nightmare.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 57's the mic. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Kill.
Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26.
Here we go.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 25 yards that time. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown.
One thing I definitely hate about Madden this year is you can't get on the outside, man, on runs. Like certain people who can run the ball really good. That shit is crazy.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay,
you better go
do
up
we
the
still
middle,
want to try one if
we're
we're in that
not
position
letting
again?
people
And
get
I would dare
outside
say
on
that the answer would
Sorry.
be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker.
Sorry.
But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
Yeah, get
this
a little
time?
closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Good footwork at the 30. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Mariota on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On second down, here's Mixon.
Oh, I missed him. Sheesh.
And he'll get about
I always
4
hate that. As soon as I
across
come
the
around,
30
I
of the
can't get
32.
that tackle right there. Like, I always
When you
miss it
find that
every
kind of
time.
yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier.
Sometimes
And
I'm
guess
trying to
what?
slow
You're gonna
up,
go
and I
back and
still
tell your
miss the
offensive
tackle.
coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and long here for Mariota. He's got his man here. It's Green.
What's that, injury?
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your
Yeah,
30s,
right, yeah, that's a pick.
still
Oh,
playing
that's a
receiver,
pick,
but
bro.
You're around that long
Oh,
at that
my
position, you're doing
goodness.
something right.
Just remember this. When
Oh,
he was
my
young, he
God,
thought the
come
crafty
on.
veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Mariota to throw it.
Yeah, baby.
Double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Uh-huh.
Picked off by a
Let's
Keller
go, D.
Witherspoon. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a game that we just saw there, you feel pretty good.
Under a heavy rush, and
I didn't think
down
that was
he
gonna get there
goes.
that fast.
Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
57 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 57 to Mike.
On first down, Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
21. 57. Hey, orbit. 57. Mike, 57. Let's go, D. 21. Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down.
Oh, my God,
Now a loose football. Coleman lost
Damn,
it.
he's gone.
And the Bengals
Fuck!
grab it.
That's whack.
He's at the 50.
That was whack.
30,
That was so whack.
20,
Good shit,
10.
Damn, that was
And he
whack.
takes
That
it
was whack.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Good job, D. Good job.
That was whack.
Backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone. Can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Delta, 11. You better bring it. Hey, check Mike 57.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
See if I can make this.
So
I'm probably
3
gonna miss
seconds here
this.
remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this
I made it.
good.
Let's go.
It was running
Let's
gas there at the
go.
end, but he winds up
Woo!
getting just
Let's
enough
go,
on
man.
it.
I
So
suck
we
at
reach
field goals.
halftime
I'm
here in
telling
a
you.
4-point game.
I can't
As
believe I
we'll see
made
down
that.
in Orlando,
Let's
we'll
go,
check
though.
in with Jonathan Coachman
Damn,
for our
53-yarder.
EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
And he loses the
No
football
way!
a second time. And the Bengals
What the
grab it.
fuck? Since
Often on
when does he
fumbles, you look at the
fumble?
guy who coughed it
Oh
up and say,
Yeah, they're
geez, what did
doing
he
funny
do? But,
shit.
hey, let's tip the cap to the defense
Madden's
here.
doing
Not a
funny
problem
shit,
at all,
nigga.
my
He
man.
does
I'm
not
even gonna
fumble
tip
like
it.
that.
I'm
They're
gonna doff my
wilding
cap to
right
him.
now.
Congratulations, big time
That's
play. Knocking it free
amazing.
and creating something good for your team.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
What are you guys doing?
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back to Mixon on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside.
I can't believe
if you
this
get strung
dude is
out on the
fumbling
perimeter,
like that. That shit
you're in
is
peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative
like,
yardage.
no way, bro. That's amazing.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming out. One.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. To throw is Mariota. And Eifert has it.
Oh, my goodness. Come on, D.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mariota. He's got his man, Boyd. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Mariota now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Bullock will put this
He's
one
lucky.
through.
He almost missed
And
that. That would have
gets him back
sucked.
within a single point. It's now 10-9. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
We got this. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo gets this one left side to Pettis. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington.
11. Small. 6-man. Check 65.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11. Hey, let go. 57's a mark.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Damn. I'm trying to get that shit out of there.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
12. Let him know.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
Oh, he threw it like that? That's wild.
William Jackson with a
Oh, my
and a
goodness.
Across midfield into the 46
Damn, they made
line.
Garoppolo throw crazy, bro. That's tough. That's tough.
56. Pick me up. Here we go. Check safety. Where are they, team?
Following the interception here, Mariota.
That was stupid.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Coleman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now.
Oh, I couldn't get rid of
find
it.
a receiver.
That's crazy.
Brought down. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot, for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To try again after the sack. Mariota. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped.
My defense starts clamping up.
D4
That's it, boy.
in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Everyone happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
I saw him on. I saw him on. So I was like, I just sat there. I said, yo, I'm ready when you are.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So winning 13-9 here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
1:55.
57. Mike, 57. Go! 57.
To throw is Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. Big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Especially when it first comes, like that first week that it, comes out.
Before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This is Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards.
Yo, Baby J's at 93. going crazy.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
San Francisco.
Gold to
20
add
to
the
9.
extra
Let's go,
point.
baby.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
It's over now. My defense been killing. Big sacks. That's what it came down to. It was a couple of sacks that fucked him all up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
You ain't doing nothing.
To throw, Mariota. Wide open receiver, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now Mariota. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Tyler Boyd. Incomplete. Judy Ward there defensively.
Now Bengals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing, Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Pick it.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right?
Oh,
Don't
man.
let them throw the ball through the
Morning
air and gain a
games,
lot.
baby.
But now,
I
it's
was
about taking
eating.
the ball away. Taking away possessions,
My
getting the ball back
defense
for their
playing
offense.
top,
Get
boy.
3 takeaways in
20
this
to
one,
9.
and it led them to victory.
Yeah.
So for the Niners, it's a dream
He got
start,
Mariota?
2 wins
What
in
the
2 early
fuck?
road games. And
Oh,
they will
niggas
head
was
back
doing
home
funny shit.
next week.
I didn't even
Meanwhile,
know he
for
had
the
Mariota.
Bengals,
That's
they'll
crazy.
drop to
I wasn't even
0-2,
paying attention to the
and they'll
QB.
try to
I
get
was just
back
paying
on
attention
track
to the
next
wide
week
receivers.
as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the
Still
Buffalo
clamped him.
Bills.
He should have ran more with the QB. He's
That'll
bugging.
do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis.
I
Thanks
didn't
to our
even know he
entire
had
crew.
Marcus Mariota. That's crazy.